Good afternoon. I'm Dana Tyler. This is your CBS2 update. We start today with what we've learned about one of the 5 Boy Scouts struck by an alleged drunk driver Sunday afternoon. The child has died. The 4 other Boy Scouts are recovering from their injuries. CBS2's Janelle Burrell has more from Central Islip, Long Island.
Police have identified the boy killed as 12-year-old Andrew McMorris of Wading River, Long Island. This has obviously been a devastating day for the victims and their families. Some of those relatives in the courtroom during the arraignment of the suspect, Thomas Murphy, a father of 3 who refused a breathalyzer test but admitted he had been drinking when he got behind the wheel of that SUV, plowing into that group of scouts.
Are you sorry for driving drunk?
No comment.
Thomas Murphy with little to say this morning ahead of his arraignment. The 59-year-old of Holbrook charged with driving while intoxicated, accused of mowing down the 5 Boy Scouts. The injuries of the youngest, 12 years old, were so severe he did not survive. The Suffolk County Council of the Boy Scouts of America releasing a statement saying, "Our scouting family is going through a terribly painful time. We are sad to confirm the death of one of our youth members following a vehicle-related incident while hiking. We offer our deepest condolences to the victim's family, and we will support them in any way we can. Our thoughts remain with the scouts still recovering from this incident." Police say the boys, ages 12 to 16, were with adult chaperones walking along the shoulder of David Terry Road in Manorville, Long Island, when Murphy struck them with his SUV just before 2 Sunday afternoon.
You know, it's the middle of the day. I don't know how that could have happened.
The boys were rushed to area hospitals, 2 of them airlifted. Those who know the scouts were seen trying to comfort each other at the crash site as investigators worked to collect evidence. The stretch of roadway where the collision occurred is windy, and people who live nearby say it's common for drivers to speed through.
People come flying around that corner. You could see over there in the woods, cars spin out constantly, and they get around that corner and they just go like crazy.
The suspect, Thomas Murphy's license has been suspended, bail set at $250,000. Now, as for the surviving victims, we're told a 15-year-old is listed in what's described as serious condition. The other 3 victims expected to survive their injuries. Outside of court in Central Islip, Long Island, Janelle Burrell, CBS2 News.
Now to a developing story. A wanted man on the run for shooting at police officers upstate on Friday is now suspected of an armed robbery in Brooklyn this morning. The NYPD says 42-year-old Joshua Stewart robbed a smoke shop in Sunset Park at about 9 a.m. Police believe Stewart left the scene in a 2005 Honda Pilot. He's accused of the attempted murders of several police officers on Friday at a hospital about 100 miles northwest of the city. No one was hurt in either incident. New York State Police say Stewart is armed and dangerous and to call 911 immediately if you see him. Bronx-born rapper Cardi B turned herself into police in Flushing, Queens today for her alleged involvement in a strip club fight. CBS2's Mark Liverman reports from outside the 109th precinct.
Well, we were there as Cardi B and her bodyguards walked into this precinct and then back out a couple hours later. She was totally silent both ways. Here's what it looked and sounded like. Cardi B, can you tell us what happened? No answer to my questions from Cardi B as she was led in by her bodyguards right here at this precinct off of Union Street. Her security even put up these big black umbrellas so the media wouldn't be able to see her as she was making her way in. That was not the case, though, on her way out of the precinct. She turned herself in just around 10 o'clock this morning. We're told the incident happened a little more than a month ago at Angel's Strip Club in Queens. Police say the rapper and her entourage got into some type of an argument with employees over there over some type of allegation of infidelity. We're told that chairs were thrown along with some bottles and 2 bartenders were hit by debris. Luckily, those bartenders only sustained minor injuries. It's still unclear exactly what role Cardi B played in the fight, but she did turn herself in for questioning. We're now told that she faces 3 separate charges of misdemeanors. That's what we're told right now. Cardi B was born and raised in the Bronx. She first gained attention for talking about her career on social media. After appearing on reality TV, she released 2 separate mixtapes and her music career took off from there. Moments ago, though, her attorney spoke outside that precinct. Take a listen.
Today, she received a summons charging misdemeanors only. we're aware of no evidence that she caused anybody any harm at the club that night.
Earlier this month, Cardi B got into some type of a fight with Nicki Minaj at New York Fashion Week. In this specific incident, she's expected to be back in court on October 29th. In Flushing, Queens, Mark Liverman, CBS 2 News.
Glass shattered with a bang as a car crashed into a medical office in Yonkers, narrowly missing people inside in the lobby. Surveillance video shows the scene this morning after the car ended up on its side halfway into the building at 75 Broadway. Police say the driver was dropping off his wife when his car backed into the building. It's not clear how this happened. No one was hurt. Turning now to the weather. It's getting warmer outside, and we've seen the sun peeking out at us. Here's John Elliott with a look at the weather for the rest of this first week of October.
Hey, good afternoon on this first day of October. Wow, where did the month go? And I know a lot of our faithful digital devotees are saying, that is a snappy suit. That's right. This is not my typical dedicated digital attire. I just thought, it's a balmy blend. So I'll wear a nice little cotton synthetic blend. 76, you gotta think cool, man, because the normal high is about 69. We're above normal today. We're above normal tomorrow. We are above normal on Wednesday. But you see how I just snuck by Tuesday? Tuesday is going to be a bit of a tricky day. We see a chance of a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon, and then could see a soaker Tuesday night. The RPM is the model that has been the most aggressive with this system. And again, this would be Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday night. Could see an inch and a half of rain with a few embedded thunderstorms. So we're concerned about that. That's really the only busy period this week. It's just going to be warmer on Thursday. 76 trombones and degrees this afternoon. Could see a stray shower well north of the city tonight. And then tomorrow, it's just an isolated shower thunderstorm in the afternoon, but at night there's a better chance. More of us will see wet weather, and then we'll dry things out. Look at that. Pool party on Thursday, cooler Friday.
Governor Phil Murphy talked about his vision for New Jersey's economic growth today in Nutley at a new research and development center. Murphy wants to establish a fund that would allow the state to partner with private venture capitalists to invest in startup companies that agree to be based in New Jersey.
Now, achieving these goals will not be easy, but they are achievable. To succeed, we must return to the core values of our state and re-embrace our historic role as the world's leader in innovation. This return to our core values begins with, once again, investing in our great people.
You can watch the governor's entire speech on our Facebook page at CBS New York. At St. Patrick's Cathedral today, the first annual Guardian Mass was held. The Mass honored the men and women of New York City agencies, both local and federal, who work to ensure everyone's safety. Timothy Cardinal Dolan gave the homily. Brooklyn Bishop Nicholas DiMarzio joined him at the Mass. Bringing people together with colorful works of art, not at a museum. In this case, it's on some basketball courts. CBS 2's John Diaz joins us from New Rochelle with more on a nonprofit organization's meaningful mission.
A major facelift underway right now at a popular New Rochelle park. The hardworking people behind it are hoping some patchwork and paint draws the community closer together. The Parks and Recreation Commissioner tells me Lincoln Park is the second most used city-owned park in New Rochelle. So an update of this degree was desperately needed. A pair of basketball courts have been resurfaced and now are being repainted with a splash of color thanks to the nonprofit Project Backboard. The national group works to redesign basketball courts with art. Their renderings show a jigsaw puzzle of oranges, blues, and black. The design comes together to create the city's initials NR and Y. Their director is hoping the new courts will appeal to every single member of the community so the park becomes busier, safer, and cleaner. The city received a $20,000 grant from the NBA Players Association Foundation to redo the courts, and New Rochelle also matched the funds. The commissioner tells me this is stage 4 of 6 steps needed to redo the park completely. They hope that this step, though, is completed by Saturday. In New Rochelle, John Diaz, CBS 2 News.
Thank you, John. A milestone for the Pulitzer Prize-winning and Tony Award-winning Broadway musical Hamilton. The legendary show has now set another record.
First time I'm thinking past tomorrow.
The original cast recording is number 32 on the Billboard 200 albums chart this week, giving Hamilton the longest run in the top 40 since Nielsen Music began keeping count. Hamilton, an American musical, just racked up its 145th week on the top 40 chart, topping Adele's album 21 for the honor. Hamilton debuted at number 12 on the chart on October 17, 2015. That's your CBS 2 News update. Stay with us on CBSNewYork.com, along with our Facebook and Twitter pages for the latest news as it happens. I'm Dana Tyler. See you later today on television, CBS 2 News at 6 o'clock. Have a nice first day of October.